All right, everybody, welcome in. Welcome to this continuation of the Venusaur stream. But before we actually get into Venusaur, I wanted to briefly mention this. I don't know how old this is, but I just saw this post. This is a Pokemon. I'm starting. I wrote this in the Discord, but I'm starting to feel the devs are slightly trolling people at this point. This is a bridge. What the hell? This is a bridge. What's the point of this? Who thought this was a good idea for a Pokemon? Hey, Kevin and Loon. Who thought this was a good idea for a Pokemon? No, I didn't. I did not do this. I did not do this thing. Not mine. This is an official Pokemon. This is not mine. This is, what the hell? Who made this? This is an official new Pokemon. Like, I don't know if this was included in Scarlet and Violet, but what? No, I'm not pretending to say like everything I do is good looking, but who had this idea? This is a troll Pokemon. Clearly the developers are trolling. Like, why would there be a bridge? First, it's out of scale. If you see it in the game, it's smaller than a person. Why would there be a bridge Pokemon? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get back to our stuff. Welcome everybody. Sorry for the small rant. I just saw that. And that's kind of lame. Like, why? Why would you do that? Fan art are far better at this point. They are way better. Way better. Made up Pokemon are way better than what they put in the game. Like, why? Like, there are so many animals and so many insects and things that you can base new monsters on. Why do you have to choose a bridge? A bridge, it's not even a living things, or not even, you know, a small object you can carry around. It's a building. It's a freaking building. Why do you do that? It's just a bad idea. I'm not even talking about the design here. It's just a bad idea. It's a bad idea. They could have, you know, they can get inspiration from mythological beings, yokai, animals. Ghosts, whatever, but come on, that's a bridge. It is a building. Hey, Saman. A bridge is basically a building. It's a construction. It's a static thing. You know, you cannot take a bridge and move it somewhere else. Especially not like that. It looks like the San Francisco Bridge, the Golden Gate. I think that's what it's called. So what is the point? Let's say, let's make our own Nemomon. I did, cheese. I did some fan art of Pokemon. So anyway, I want to continue this Venusaur. And now, how do I want to do? I don't know if I want to maybe try to simplify those. Don Venusaur can go. Try to simplify maybe the leaves a little bit. It doesn't look too bad though. Honestly, I can even leave it like this. It's just not great. That's a new Pokemon, Saman. That thing you saw now was a new Pokemon. It's called Arch... I don't know. I forgot the name already. Arch something. Archfiend. No, that would be too cool. And it's lame, man. It's just lame. It's just a bad idea. I'm not mad at the bridge. I'm mad at the fact that that's a Pokemon nowadays. I'm not even mad. I don't care. Whatever. I don't even play the new games. I would probably not play them anyway because they're too simple for me now, or too repetitive. But that's still a bad design. Or a bad idea. More than a bad design. It's a bad idea more than a bad design. The shapes do not even look that bad put together. It's just a terrible idea. Terrible. No, I think it's for Scarlet and Violet. I don't know. I'm not sure. I could not quite understand that. It is weird though. Like what is the point? What is the point? I don't know. I don't know. There is just, I feel bad sometimes because I try to come up with ideas for new monsters and things, and I'm like, yeah, this probably doesn't sound like a good idea for a monster or something. But this is much worse. Like, you literally take a bridge. This is not. It's just not a good idea. It's not. It's not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. It's suffer, maybe. I don't know. I don't understand how they could possibly think that would be a good idea. What if I invert this flower thing? Invert the flower. I don't know. I was in a party last time, so I'm not really sure, but you were playing Final Fantasy 13? Yes, I was. Let's say that my initial thoughts were like, this is probably an 8 game, 8 out of 10. But the more I played, I'm starting to chip away at that 8 and make it lower because it's all the same. Like, I am after the crash of the airship or ship, and it's just one corridor plus or one tunnel where you fight and then you see a cutscene, and it's rinse and repeat. And I'm starting to get a little bored, honestly. I like the presentation. The presentation is great. I'm kind of liking the story. I'm not super invested yet, but it's okay. It's not terrible. It's the game story, kind of typical for Final Fantasy. But I'm getting extremely bored just doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Nemo is right. The bridge Pokemon is. They should have left to Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has wacky creatures, but that's not a Pokemon. Pokemon were supposed to be some sort of living beings. The bridge is not. Oh, cool. I'm not crazy yet. Were you drunk? Freaking love this game, but I understand. Yeah, I'm trying so much. Like, I'm trying really hard to, set aside prejudice and try to enjoy the game, but I'm getting very tired of just doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like I walk a little bit, I fight maybe a couple battles, and then there's a cutscene, I switch to another group. It's pretty repetitive. There's not much else to do. Yes, Industrial Media Chase. You can join. I've been expecting you. At some point, Emperor of Cheese has to join too. Do you want to join Emperor of Cheese, or do you gotta eat? So that we can talk about Pokemon like we did last time.
Oh, hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Work, so I figured I'd hop on.
Nice. Have you seen the new Pokemon I posted? The new official Pokemon?
Let me see.
It's in
I'm
general.
sure it's a winner.
Oh yeah. I don't know, I guess.
Wait,
someone's gonna win on it.
Is this real?
It's real. It's real.
Hang on. Hang on.
It is a bridge. Chase needs to recover in case he doesn't believe that.
Okay, this was just revealed today, I guess.
Yes. As far as I can understand, yeah.
What the shit? I mean, I didn't like Duraludon to begin with, honestly. I think it's kind of stupid looking for a dragon, but this is even dumber.
Oh, it's an evolution of something? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Duraludon?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, but it's not a bridge. At least it's bad. It's stiff. Oh, wait a second. Oh God, this is true. I thought it was a joke. I said it as a joke, but the Gigantamax version of that, it is an actual building.
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was joking. Like,
wait,
I didn't know.
wait.
That's a joke.
This new one, is it supposed to be a bridge or is it a stapler?
It's a bridge.
Because the back is a stapler.
Yes, Kevin, I've seen that.
No, it's supposed to close. Yeah.
But it's a bridge. It is a bridge.
But it closes. It's like a stapler.
Oh, it is true. But this is a bridge. Let's take this thing. This is a bridge. Clearly, it is a bridge. I can see the support, so it's a bridge and a stapler.
We have a stapler Pokemon.
A stapler bridge Pokemon. It's a giant stapler. It's a dangerous bridge. I don't know, is it though? I think it's just a bridge because you even got the lane, like the division between the lanes.
Dude,
like
that's definitely a stapler. If you look at it from behind, it.
Right,
I just looked it up on Google, and apparently it opens and closes. So it's like it goes backwards and opens and closes like a stapler, like to bite things, I guess.
So it is a stapler and a bridge because clearly when it's open, it's a bridge. Clearly.
Yeah.
And it's got like skis. Are those things skis on the bottom? What the hell is this thing? Like how? Who designed? Like, what is this? This is a prop. What the hell? How does it move? I don't know. It flies, I guess.
What?
I mean, you talk about the others too. I mean, like Kevin was saying, that the dinosaur Raikou. What the? This is it's, you know what it is?
What? Why?
You know the tall necks from Horizon Zero Dawn? Tall necks. There you go. Tall necks. Except that's actually cool. What the hell is that? It's a tall neck. It's a tall neck, but Raikou version.
Yeah. I know that they did the water dragon Suicune, which I didn't hate. But this, why?
Yeah, I think these are just.
Why the disc around the neck? Just stupid.
No reason. I don't know. It's oh god. And apparently our favorite Pokemon, Applin, Applin has an evolution, which is even better. It's a caramel apple or something, or a wet apple. I don't know. Even better. It looks like a wet cherry or something, or a rotten cherry, with something coming out of the back. Wow. Hey, good design. Hashtag good design. But no, seriously, this one is ludicrous. Is there someone who likes this thing? As I was saying before, this has to be some kind of troll. They are trolling people.
If you like this design, please go get an IQ test right now. I need to know.
This is not about. It's not even necessarily just about the design itself. It's like, who thought this? This is a horrible idea.
It's not just the design. Like, it's a bad idea, but even the execution is worse.
I don't know. I don't know. Jesus. Like, why?
Dude, I just got off work. Why are you trying to make me angry?
Why?
Like, I feel viscerally sick looking at this thing.
I don't know. This is like, I don't care about Pokemon anymore. Like, not that I ever cared that much, but it's like a joke. Wait a second. Apparently, that's not a disc on Raikou. It's hair. It's still the same.
Yeah. It's a fluffy disc.
It opens. What the hell?
But
Sorry,
that would be
at these
better.
images.
If that was in the artwork, that would be better. If it was just a mane that's flowing.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so
UFO.
It's just weird. I mean, that is bad design. That's literally Raikou with like a long neck. What's the point?
Why Brachiosaurus Raikou? Someone explain this to me. What?
I don't understand these decisions, but I'm not a Pokemon master and whatever. I show those to Jeff Watts. Oh yeah, I'm gonna send this to him. I'm sure Steven Zapata is also gonna lose his mind. Ask him. I don't know if he's ever gonna. Did he ever comment about Pokemon? But this is it's a joke. It is a joke. Seriously.
That Applin thing. That's the final evolution.
I guess. Yeah.
I thought that was like a regional form, but that's the actual evolution of Applin.
I guess. Don't know.
What?
I don't know. It is a joke, though. It is a joke. Like, at this point, I am borderline thinking, honestly, I'm not even that sure this is serious. Like, I'm starting to think they make them intentionally bad like this because they want people to get mad about it. Because it looks like a troll at this point, to me, at least. That building Pokemon already looked like that to me. But this is way beyond the chart. This is like a stapler bridge. Seriously. Either they're completely insane or they're doing it intentionally. And I am thinking they might be doing it intentionally because it's too weird.
Jeez, no. You can't fix the stapler bridge Pokemon.
No, it's just a bad idea. How do you fix that? It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, period. How do you take a brief? And like, I take briefs every day. How do you take a brief and do something good out of this? You can't. You can't do anything good out of this.
In front of a group of people. Okay, here's my idea. We're gonna have a stapler bridge dragon.
Like, what kind of smoked high person decided that? No. I was about to call you Bridge. No, Cheese. You cannot fix. Sorry, this is just a bad idea. This is a bad idea, period. You can't fix this. It just doesn't have to exist. Or not in this game, at least. Maybe in some other game, but not in this one. Pokemon are supposed to be living things. The bridge is not a living thing. Not only that, you know, at this point I can take the key Pokemon or the chandelier Pokemon because at least those things you can carry around. They can be moved around. A bridge you cannot move. Or a building you can kind of move a building. You cannot move a bridge. So
the shiny version is going to be red, right? It's going to be like the Golden Gate Bridge. If they don't do that, then...
Probably. I don't know what's wrong with these people. It is just a bad idea. It's a terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. These are just bad ideas. There's no fixing for these.
It's not like we've run out of ideas. People make good fake mons all the time.
Yeah, Loon was saying it before. Like, fake mon are better. They are better. This is how do you make why a bridge? You can even you don't even have to find new animals. Given there are several, like that worm that I posted today. That's a new thing that I didn't know about, or I forgot if you showed it to me once. Like probably only saw it that time. So why don't you take something like that and make a Pokemon out of it? There are so many animals, like in the depths of the seas, or species that you just find out about. They've never been turned into Pokemon. But you can even recycle some animals that you did before. You just do something else. You do another dragon. There is a gazillion ways to draw a dragon. So why not? Why do you have to make a bridge? Why?
How many cats have they done of different elements?
Right. There are so many things. Or make a new game. Stop calling it Pokemon. Make something else. You want to make bridge creatures? Fine. Make a game where all the monsters are buildings or construction machines. Why not? You can do that, but it's gotta be coherent. How is this coherent with Pikachu? How? This is not coherent at all. For a bridge. I was about to say bridge, yes.
I mentioned the Golden Gate Bridge, jeez, because I'm sure you can probably visit there anytime you want.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, I did say what I had to say, and I don't know what else I can say because it's just it's a joke. It's a joke, and the fact that they get away with it is even more a joke. Because if I want to say it again, like I said so when we talked about the trash Pokemon. If an indie dev or a solo dev were to do something like this, the game would never become a Pokemon like thing. Never. Because this is a bad idea. This has nothing to do with it. It's not even a yokai. It's just a building. It's a structure. It's a physical thing. What's the next thing gonna be? A freeway? Next freeway Pokemon. New evolution of this. Come on.
I know.
Chase okay, call 911, please. Chase is having a stroke.
I'm ready for like the next generation. We've got the tampon Pokemon.
That's portable at least. Yeah, the mon in Pokemon is short for monster, not for monoblock. I don't know, monolith. You can again. There are yokai. There are cultural references you can make. There are a lot of creatures you can take inspiration from. Why do you have to choose a building? Why? I don't understand. This is not just being out of ideas. This is just... It's a troll. Look, I want to believe that it is an intentional troll. Otherwise, someone in there is really... It's got something wrong with their head.
It's like that, when Cheese posted the South Park clip of Chimpokemon, and it's showing all the wacky creatures, and then one of them is just a shoe. Like, this is actually what it is now. That was a joke.
Yeah. Right?
That was a joke. We got all these wacky creatures, and here's the shoe Pokemon. It's like, well, okay, now a reality has become fiction.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like,
hey Kim, damn, I join, and first thing I hear is tampon Pokemon. Yeah.
Hey Kim.
Tired.
Yeah, it's gonna be the next one. Probably the next brilliant idea from the Pokemon company. Look, if Pokemon was not PG, there would probably be something like that. Something like those toys. Or things that you gotta use, there would be at this point, yeah, probably.
Tampon.
Probably.
The first evolution will be like the single one with the strings. And then
let's come up with a name. Let's come up with a name
for this tampon Pokemon.
Yeah, or female napkins, also a Pokemon.
Bloodstopius.
Oh God. Oh man.
Would it fill up when attacked by water? It's weak to water, yeah, so it has to be fire type. It makes sense.
Yeah, on fire. Oh, absolutely. Oh man. Oh man. No, this is...
It can be ghost and fire.
Ghost? Why ghost? Hey, Fiddle.
I don't know if I want to explain that joke.
No. No, I think I get it. It's better if you don't. Oh well. Fortunately, I designed something that's similar. So on Monday, I'm going to be designing an Ethermon, which is going to be an animal. Chosen by you if you backed Ethermon Collect. And
I don't know. I think we need to...
Gotta be better.
We need to DM Ethermon to say, can we have a tampon Ethermon?
I don't think they're gonna. No, I don't think they're gonna do it. In fact, one of the reasons why I got the job is because I was drawing Fakemon on Fiverr, and they saw them and like, hey, these are much better than actual Pokemon because they look like creatures. Like, do you want to do some for us? I'm like, sure. And thank God we have similar ideas. So thank God they're also not fans of the new trolley direction Pokemon has. Alright, have a good lunch, Emperor Sneeze. Emperor Bridges. Please come back. It's gonna on the stream. I want family-friendly experience. Yes, well, it's not us. It's the Pokemon Company. Tell them. We want family-friendly Pokemon. Why a bridge? I don't know. I don't think I can get over the bridge. I don't understand. Again, I was not. I had seen that monolithic, strange-looking Pokemon. I thought, okay, well, it's just static. It's like it's literally just this. Now I learned that the Mega Gigantamax evolution is
it's a skyscraper.
It's a skyscraper. That's God. I have an idea for a new Pokemon. It's a human that you can catch and make him do work and fight. Oh, maybe it's just slavery. Yeah.
That's basically like Machop and whatnot.
Machop. Let me chop. Let me chop. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's... Bruh. I don't know what to say. More than this. No, Cheese is not leaving. He's gonna be back, Simon.
He better. I didn't mean for that to sound so threatening.
Better be back. I'll be back.
Have you already talked about FF13? I didn't see the beginning of the stream.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I've been playing through it. I just got the scissoring Shiva sisters or whatever.
Okay, I am a little after that.
Well, I got a little bit. I stopped around when you get Saz, Vanille, and
okay,
Hope
that's where I am.
Party.
So that's where I am. Exactly where I am.
I was really hoping I'd get somebody because having just Saz and Vanille, I was like, these battles are taking forever with just these two. Yes. I don't know if that's just me, but
no, they are. That's not the point with this game, as I was saying before. Again, the presentation is good. The story is okay. It's like, a generic video game story. It's not brilliant, but I can live with it. Okay, I can live with it. It's interesting enough, let's say. But man, the game loop is walk, fight, video, walk, fight, video, walk, fight. There is nothing else to do. Like literally, there's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. That's a little poor, honestly, for me, for my initial expectations. I was hoping there would be at least something else to do.
Yeah.
But this is too much.
It's a hallway simulator.
Well, at this point, it's not even hallway simulator, because there are ways, like there are some games that are pretty linear, but you still got to do some things. But this is not. Like, you literally did not have to do it. The point is not even how linear the dungeon, let's call them dungeons, the dungeons are, or the areas are. The point is that there is nothing to do. There is nothing to do. Just fighting and then watching a video, and fighting and watching a video. Literally after the Shiva sisters. Well, yeah, after the Shiva sister, there was a video and fighting even before walking. So, come on.
I hated that fight. What? I just had to sit here and click Steel Guard over and over and just wait.
Pretty
That's
much,
not
yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, I actually lost the first time because did not really understand what I had to do.
I did too.
Yeah,
I got it, but I'm like, I thought I might have to like change it up and do some attacks on them. But
right?
No, you just sit there and
you just have to guard. Yeah, they could have told you like just guard this time. So
and then you
do not even get
sisters.
to. Yeah. They merge into
interlock
a
their
motorbike.
legs. They
Yes.
scissor themselves, and it's like, great! I got a nice lesbian motorcycle here. That's wonderful.
Yes. But that's not the whole thing. As soon as you get it, you cannot use it. Like, why? You give me to someone, let me use it, let me see how it works. Nope. Next section. I'm starting to think, given what I read also, two things. The first thing is, the game was not planned to be like this. The game was probably a little more ambitious like at the beginning. Then they realized they had to do a lot of stuff to make cities work.
Video games are hard.
Yeah, they realized, it's too much work to do all these HD cities, because that's what they said. So it's too much work. So okay, let's cut back. Let's remove the cities.
Not have them.
Well, let's remove the cities. Let's just keep the tunnels. Okay, but when we're beta testing, people are getting annoyed because these corridors are extremely long. There's nothing to do. Okay, let's split the party. And let's have a video every now and then so that it doesn't look like it's so long and so monotonous. I think that's what happened. That's the most reasonable explanation I can find.
If you skipped all the cutscenes, the game would be like...
it's just a corridor for now. Yeah, for many hours. That's an insanely long tutorial. I cannot say that this was a terrible design decision. Terrible design decision. I'm sorry they went for this because the game has a lot of potential. The combat system, it can be worked with. It's semi-automatic, but it can lead to some interesting things, even though I feel like every attack feels exactly the same. Even if I use thunder, there is no difference between thunder or attack or anything else.
Yeah, it can work. I don't hate it, but I do feel like I'm not really doing much of anything when I play.
So it could be better, but it's not the worst part. But really, the hallway thing, that's too much. And I went in with the best. You heard my comments last time when I was streaming. I went in with the best intentions. I really wanted to like the game. I saw Jake enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm gonna wait 30 hours before I can get to Pulse and it finally opens up, because that's a long time. It's a full game. You have to wait. I don't play as much. I play 4 hours a week, maybe 3. I cannot spend 10 weeks. That's 2 months and a half. No, yeah, 2 months and a half. Just to experience the actual game. It's too much to ask.
Yeah, I don't hate the game. It's just, I don't know. I'm only really playing it because Nemo streamed it, and so I want to be like, okay. Well, I don't, like I said, I don't hate it. It's just, I don't know if I would play this on my own and enjoy it. I would probably play it for the first 5 to 6 hours and be like, this isn't really for me. I try to give things a chance after a while, but when you require that much time to actually get things going, I don't know. That's a big ask for me.
It is really big. It's too big. Like at this point,
for me. Well, for me, it's the same thing with a book, right? You've basically got the first chapter to hook me in, and if you don't have me by the first chapter, I'm probably not going to finish the book. And I feel the same way about games. I'm willing to give it a little bit of time to say, maybe there's some every game has to have an opening and a setup and things like that. So I'm willing to give some leeway, but if the first 30 hours of your game is the setup, that's way too much. I'm sorry.
It is.
I don't care how interesting or great your world or lore is. It's just, I'm not going to spend that much time when I can play other things. I can beat another Final Fantasy game that I really enjoy in the same time it takes for your game to get going.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much that's what I'm thinking. I cannot accept having to learn stuff for 30 hours. It's basically a long tutorial. That's just a hallway. No, you gotta give me something else. At least something. Give me a puzzle. Give me... I don't like backtracking, so it's okay. You don't have to make me backtrack. Give me a place I can, a camp, something, or some ruins. I have to figure out how to get out of. Why not? Why don't you put some ruins there? Put some kind of puzzle, like any kind of puzzle. Let me push a switch. The problem is, in this game, there's literally nothing else to do. Like, you do not have to push a switch. The only thing you do is opening the sphere treasure chests.
It's
That's
totally
all.
brainless. There's no point in which you actually have to rack your mind to be like, oh, okay, this is interesting. How do I solve this? There's nothing like that. It's literally, you can go this path or this path, but they both end the same way. And it's like, well, why even bother putting in the two paths? That's just creating the illusion of choice.
Basically, if you strip away that's what I like to do sometimes. Having made some games and a lot of prototypes, I am used to stripping, away everything that's not gameplay. So if you do not have any kind of game loop that's good, what are you gonna do? Like, this game's game loop, take away the graphics, take away the music, and take away the characters. Put a generic Unreal Engine figure in there. It's just what I said. It's just walk, fight, watch a video. Walk, fight, watch a video. And that's not okay.
I'm sorry for anyone listening. Okay. I hope that you're not too offended by our opinions, but this is just our genuine reactions to playing.
Yeah, I am sad. I am sad because I really, I went in. I wanted to enjoy the game. I still want to try to enjoy the game. I will try to power through until post, but I'm afraid, like, if I get stuck somewhere, I'm probably gonna be a bit or I will use cheats to get there. But the problem is that even the plot is not that good. It's not good enough. Right, it's okay, but it's not good enough for me to really want to finish this so far. And I strongly believe that all the flashbacks they're having were not flashbacks in the beginning. They are flashbacks now because they have to interrupt, like I said, the long hallway. I think someone asked the question, Chase, what kind of games do you make? Did you answer?
I make RPGs. Technically, I make card games and tabletops too, if you want to count those.
Yes, we did play a tabletop he made some time ago. So
but Vicunauts is an RPG.
So this is just our opinion. As players who did not go in, at least me, I didn't go in biased. I knew these things, but I said, you know what? I don't believe them. I just want to, see and evaluate.
Well, same here. Yeah, I knew about the criticism of the game, but I don't let that color my interpretation or experience, because sometimes gamers have like really stupid opinions when it comes to games. So I try to go in like unbiased and be like, okay, so I want to be objective about this and not listen to the common criticisms. I hate to say it though, a lot of the common criticisms for this game are accurate though.
Yes, unfortunately, it is true. It is true. It is sad, but what else? What can you say? It is a long hallway, and again, it's not just for the structure. My complaint is not the structure. Final Fantasy X was pretty linear, but you had areas. Here you do not have areas and you got nothing to do. Again, so the point is, you can even say that the point is not that it is linear and it's just a long hallway. It's not that structure. The point is, what happens is nothing. So there's nothing happening. So far,
but hey, the game has vanilla.
6 hours. Hey, God, yeah. Oh, you can
like
you imagine how
her.
I like vanilla so much.
She does the stupid rock.
But she acts like that at least. Did you notice the not safe for work sounds she makes all the time when she's climbing things?
Oh yeah, and she's
moaning when she's climbing things. Come on.
Well, they gave her the tattoo on her upper thigh just so they could give us that nice shot of her, showing off her ass.
Jeez. Hey, Ahmed. Shorts and sisters.
I love how everyone else gets it on like their arms or their wrists, and she gets it on her thigh.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, look at my tattoo. It's right here.
Yes. Oh man. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get going with this. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. clean it
Most
up.
of the other characters are fine. Like,
yeah,
Saz is definitely the best character.
Saz is the best character. Saz is good. Saz is a good
I don't care
character.
about Lightning. I don't care about Snow. I don't care about Vanilla. Snow is just kind of one-dimensional, and
Yeah,
I like his connection with Sarah and whatnot, but he's always talking about being a hero and whatnot, and that feels like bad character writing, where it's like we're going to give him one characteristic and he's going to harp on this over and over, and it's like that's not realistic. People have personalities, and there are certain things that you can characterize them, but they don't say the same things over and over again. That's so stupid.
Yeah,
and then Hope is kind of whiny, but I'm a little more forgiving because he's a little kid and he's been through a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you know what? That's fine. I get that. And he's a little jaded and scared. I understand that.
Oh,
but then it's like, I don't know. Like, people talk about Lightning being the female Cloud and whatnot, and that's kind of true in terms of the function. Like, they're both ex-soldiers and whatnot, but Cloud had way more personality.
Cloud
than
has
Lightning.
a past. Cloud is something. These people do not
Cloud,
have a past. Saz does. I know he does, but so
but
far,
like, my point is that Cloud, people misrepresent Cloud as like the sort of stoic badass warrior who's like so cool and whatnot. And when you play FF7, that's not really true. Cloud is always joking around. He's even messing with Barrett at the beginning of the game just to get him angry. And he actually is like kind of goofy and funny, and that's what I like about him. The way he wants people to see him and the way he actually is different. And whereas Lightning is like, I'm just, I'm a stoic female woman. I hate everything and everyone, and I'm just going to be a cold, frigid bitch for no reason. And it's like, why are you like...
yeah, let's leave a kid behind on his own, maybe, why not?
Yeah, it's like, why are you treating Hope like this? He just lost his mother. Can you not
he's just a kid.
have any empathy?
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, but the point again is... They're just sugar. There is nothing else to do. There is nothing else.
Yeah, they're placeholders. They're generic, like they're basically generic anime characters that you can pick as an archetype, right? Yeah. Like, Lightning is kind of like the yin and so on. And Snow, I don't. What's the stupid anime bodybuilder stereotype?
Yeah, usually American or something, looking like at least.
He's kind of, I don't know, like kind of shonen kind of thing. Like he's the fighting hero kind of character, that kind of thing. Yeah, pretty much.
Saz is good though. Saz, I know he's got a pretty decent backstory because I've seen the game played before, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. But that's all I can do. See. This is, you know what? It reminds me of a little bit of those like TV shows that were interactive with your remote. Not TV shows. They were like on, I don't know, on DVD maybe. You had a little control, but it was basically an interactive video. That's what I think about this game so far. It's basically just an interactive video because the amount of videos is too much. I like videos. I like to be told things. I don't like to read lore.
But they need to be intermittent. Like you need good, solid gameplay section, then followed by a video.
Right.
And then good, solid gameplay section.
To be pertinent.
This game, you get a freaking video, and then 20 seconds when you're walking down the damn corridor, you get another section where it's like, oh, hey, look, there's some guys showing up in the area. It's like, wait, that's the cutscene? That's all you need to tell me is that people are showing up? I needed to wait for that?
Right.
That's what I was talking about with Xenoblade. Sorry to cut you off, but like Xenoblade does the same thing, where it's like we're gonna have a cutscene talking about where we're going next, and it's like, why can't you do that? Just do that off screen. Why do we need to see the characters talking about the things happening?
Or group them together. Group them together.
Right. Artificial extension of the game is what it is.
Yes, it is. It's artificially extending the game because there's nothing to do. Have you guys ever played an old PS2 game called God Hand? I think I played a demo. I used to love the game. It was a Japanese fighting game with a storyline and some side gambling games. It was fun. I think I did play a demo of that. I'm not sure.
I remember. I think that was like a Capcom game.
Yes. Yes. But hey, next, how goes it? We were ranting a little bit about Final Fantasy 13 that we are playing. We're trying so hard to like, but it's hard. It is hard indeed. It is hard.
Like, I can't say I hate it because I paid like $7 for it, but
Same,
I am disappointed.
Yes. I was not going in with huge expectations, but I was expecting the criticism to be exaggerated, like it always is.
Well, I'm disappointed because it feels like everything should work, but it doesn't, right? Like, the visuals are great, the music is great, the characters are whatever, but it's like I think that's the reason why I'm disappointed, is that there was so much potential, and I feel like it was a letdown.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, it's a letdown. That's the problem. It's a big letdown. Because you start the game, it's like, oh man, this looks it looks good. The world looks interesting. Let's see this. But you don't get to see it. You don't get to see anything in anybody. There is nobody living there. I understand that it might be, maybe if you ask the writers or something, they might say something like, well, they're on an adventure. When you're on an adventure on this kind of place, well, you don't really meet a lot of people. It's like, oh, okay. But still, I don't know. That might use that as an excuse. Like, well, you just crashed in a place where there was nothing, and yeah, I guess. But there has to be. It's a game. Come on. It's like the same criticism. Or the same justification I cannot accept from some people. Like, they tell me about some specific shows that kill people off without reason, like just because, like, oh well, that's how it happens in real life. Yes, but that's a story that's been written, so it's not random, and there is a meaning in why things are like that. So I think this one should have been the same.
Sometimes that's out of the control of the writers, though. Like, they have to do something because, like, maybe the actor doesn't want to be back on the show. So you can't always control those events where there's some sort of dispute outside of the show, and then so it's like, well, we have to kill off this character. But yeah, I mean, if you're just killing off
I was just I realized that. I was just talking about the justification that some people give, which I'm sure hardcore fans of this game do. I don't know if Loon is still here. Are you still here? If you're still here, what's your take? And because you like it, right? I know you finished it. Maybe I will like it more later, but so far it's a big letdown. Used to like reading Resident Evil 4 lore in the game. I don't know if I read much about the lore. I did like the game though on PS2.
Well, that's another thing with FF13. It's got this big lore data log, and I feel like you have to read it to understand certain things about the game.
I don't know. I feel like it's doing a good job telling you things in any case, because it tells you a lot. Like when they were in the airship or ship, airplane, spaceship, there was like the news, and it felt to me like it was exceedingly explanatory, like too much. Like, we don't know how to put it.
Where they're doing like the news story, and they're like we polled the citizens and 90% of them supported the purge. And it's like, wouldn't it be great if you could go to the cities and talk to the people that are all for like the propaganda and things like that? That would have made it more interesting to see how people react, and having to like hide your tattoos and whatnot. So otherwise people wouldn't be like
the tattoos. Like, what's the point of having tattoos you gotta hide if there's nobody around you?
Yeah.
There's no, like, it's pointless.
Just a missed opportunity.
Yeah. And there are so many missed opportunities in this game so far. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I hope it gets better, but I know it doesn't for a long time. So sad.
Hang there.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay. I think my internet went out. But yeah, I was saying, imagine like you went to a town in the game, and it's like a little ramshackle town, like a bunch of people, almost like one of those little Western towns.
Yeah.
And they're all, you're treating them all nice, and you help them solve a problem. And then they find out one of your characters has the tattoo, and then it turns into like the Salem witch trials, where they want to like execute you because they think you're going to bring.
That would have been great. Yeah.
Plague
that's
the
the most logical thing you can do with that. obviously, because you keep telling us we are basically criminals, we're enemies of Cocoon. Not sure why yet, because they did not explain it. They did not say why exactly the Lassie are or Falsey also are enemies of Cocoon. It's not really clear. They should have, like they do in Final Fantasy X. They make it pretty obvious that Sin, in the first hours, you get to Kilika. Pretty obvious. Immediately you understand like there is a threat. It's this big thing. Everyone talks about it. Everyone says why, even in Besaid. Everyone says, we stop here, we pray for people. So it's pretty obvious what happens. But okay, well then you get Kilika, that's even more obvious. But here, no.
This is kind of nitpicky, but so the whole point is that the Falsey choose people to become Lassie, and they give them mark. And then when you get the mark, you have a focus, like a thing that you're supposed to do. Yeah. But they don't tell you what it is exactly. They just give you hints. Exactly. And it's like, well, why don't you just tell them? Like, if this is so important and everything hinges on them performing their focus, just tell them directly. Don't give me breadcrumbs. It's like, giving someone like, okay, SEAL Team 6, we're going to have you go and perform this mission, but we're not going to give you all the details.
Figure it out.
What?
Just you go ahead and try to figure it out.
You got to string it together on your own. Okay.
Yeah. Try to figure it out and do your best. I'm trusting you. Counting on you. Good luck. Mm-hmm. Sure. That doesn't probably work. So, yeah. I'm trying to like the game so much, but it's hard at the moment. Very hard. I guess Luna's not there anymore.
Scared Luna off.
No, again, we're not, this is not a Pokemon level type of criticism. This is very informed criticism based on the actual gameplay we're experiencing right now. Yeah. Pokemon is something completely different. That will make the game short. Yes. No. Then it's good. This discussion is not Metal Gear. It's Final Fantasy 13 cheese.
I brought it back up after Nemo, I guess, talked about it earlier. But I had to talk about my experiences with the game.
Which is basically the same as I had. In general, I guess we have pretty similar tastes on games in any case. But
I mean, in my opinion, these systems are kind of obvious. I know that these things are kind of subjective to some extent. Like maybe some people just do like watching the game as a movie. The problem is, like, if I would do that, I would just want to watch a movie.
Right. That's the point.
I want to play a game to play it, to interact with it.
Again, as I said before, I do like sometimes, like I play God of War in easy mode. It's after a while because I just did not want to spend too much time grinding or keep repeating the same thing over and over. So I for one am a person who enjoys the movie, the game as an experience, also partially like a movie. But it's a game, I want to do something. But I want to do something that's not just... Otherwise, you're giving me neither. You don't give me the movie because I have to, do the annoying part of doing the same thing over and over just to win the little bit of cutscene that I get. And you're not giving me the game because there are too many cutscenes.
It would be more forgivable if the gameplay was great, but I don't think it's great. It's just kind of there.
It's okay.
It's all very automated. And I really hate the fact I can't control other characters because in one of the boss battles that actually cost me, I was trying to do a paradigm shift. The one where you have to like immediately, it was the...
Behemoth?
It was like the robot boss where it's like, you got to do a paradigm shift at the right time and cure yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to get an instant game over.
Okay,
yes.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Because I actually did get a game over the first time. I paradigm shift and the character didn't use cure fast enough and it killed my main character, which got me game over.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't like. I don't like the fact that your main character dies, you lose. Because you still have... They could still revive you. Like, they could still revive you, man. It's not fair.
Yeah, that's what Xenoblade does. When your main, like you control one character, but if your main character dies, you just basically have to wait for your party members to revive you, which makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. But this is where like Kingdom Hearts, when Sora dies,
it's like light.
You lose.
it's like lightning dies, and then the other two are just standing there, and then they just like hunch over, holding their knees. It's game over. It's like, what? You just give up?
Yes. If it's funny because it's not even depending on the character who dies. So whoever is your main character, like, oh well, we care too much about Lightning. So if she's our leader. If she dies, we lose. But then everyone does that. So
that's really annoying too. That I can't control the party. Like even leading up to the part where I'm at, it's like you have Lightning, Saz, and Vanille, but you also have Hope. But put Hope in your party, even though I like maxed out all of his stuff in the Crystarium. Right. So it's like, okay, I maxed out all of his stuff, but I still can't use him. I want to use him because I want to try out his, strategies.
Yeah, right.
Nope, can't use him until the game says you
cannot
can.
even figure out what works better, or what you like, even.
You can't experiment at all.
Yeah, so that is very unfortunate.
I'm assuming that's just the early part of the game, and later on you can do that. But it takes too long to get there.
Chapter 9, you can choose your characters. That's a long time. This is like Chapter 4. And some games do that. Some games, at some point, they force you to use specific characters. Like Final Fantasy 9 does that at the beginning. But that's like an hour. After an hour, you can basically do whatever you want. And you can go wherever you want. Obviously, you can roam around for no reason, but at least you have to put in the effort to find the place where you have to go. Right? It's not much.
My friend Sam.
Yeah.
My Sam, not Samu or Saman, but he like started playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and he stopped playing because he said that the intro was too long for him, and it's only like an hour and a half, but that was too much for him. I can't even imagine him playing this game.
Oh man, I would like to play that game though. Is it that like the intro as in tutorial basically section?
I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to play that game.
That's
I'm curious about that game. I'm curious about that game. I would like to try it.
But he's finicky about that.
Like
he stopped playing Skyrim after the intro. Yeah.
Okay. Skyrim was a little more boring for me. I never finished it. But this is really too much. Like 30 hours? Come on. Switch to 8. You mean Final Fantasy 8? I mean, it's still better.
FF8 sucks, but
it's still better than this, though. I mean, at least you got to do something.
At least FF8 you can explore.
Yeah, so I get what people say when what people mean when they say, well, 13 is not really a Final Fantasy. It's kind of missing a lot of the elements of or it's not even an RPG because you can't do much. I would argue it's not much of a game either, but at least so far, there is really not much to do. But it certainly doesn't feel like an RPG at all.
Well, if it is a game, it takes too long to be a game.
Yeah. That is really unfortunate. I didn't pay much. I paid $7 for it. So.
And before anyone decides to say it, that's not a matter of just patience. That is really just bad game design. Like, just trying to be objective here, that really is bad game design. You should always start, like in media res, in my opinion. You should always start with some action, letting the player explore and do some things, and then you start like over the narrative of the story, start revealing some of the plot elements and things like that. And the entire game is like bookended with tons of exposition and scenes. The scenes themselves aren't really exposition. They don't add anything to the narrative of the game. Exactly. So it's like, it's like 30. You get to run down a corridor for 30 seconds, and sometimes the corridor split off, but it doesn't matter because you end up in the same place anyway. Yeah. And it's actually worse to take the shortcuts because then you don't fight enemies and get stuff to build out your classes or whatever. So it's like you actually do want to take the long way in order to survive the boss encounters.
Right, that's what I do. Usually I take the long way because I want to fight all the fights because there are not so many anyway. So I need experience. Whatever. You guys have an idea, let's make a game.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You don't... They got rid of levels, so there's no level grinding, right? Well, no, you need to grind.
Oh, even the Crystarium, you cannot... Yeah, but you cannot go beyond a certain level unless the story opens it up for you. So you cannot
That's
unlock
another
anything.
Thing. This is kind of nitpicky, but in the game, you unlock new classes in the Crystarium just by beating bosses, I guess. Because like I fought the what is it, the Garuda boss or whatever, and it's like Saz and Vanilla just got 2 new roles, and I'm like, that's kind of lazy. Like, why did they get 2 new roles? Because in other games, like in Bravely Default, when you get new classes, you defeat the boss that has the class, and that's what unlocks the class for you. There's actually like a story-related element to when you unlock things, and this is just like, you unlock the new thing. And,
well, because if you become too overpowered, then it
but...
becomes even more obvious that it's just a long corridor with encounters you can beat extremely easily.
I know. I'm just saying.
I feel like it's all.
You could tie that into the story, though.
Yeah, I just feel like everything in this game at this point is made to support the fact that they couldn't add anything but fighting in long corridors. Like everything in the system is watered down to support that and to make it feel less stressful, like an afterthought. So, let's make a game that makes no sense. That with my prompt and the idea you to make an art program will take 90% of the revenue and own the IP. No, probably not. I don't agree with that.
What are you, Blizzard?
Blizzard? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
What did you make the arc? He said you make the art, I program it, and then he takes 90% of the revenue and he owns the IP.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, no. No, that would be Blizzard Entertainment, like Chase said. So no thanks. No thanks. Anyway, yeah, that's the gist of Final Fantasy 13. A sorely missed opportunity, in my opinion.
You want to be the CEO? The cheese executive officer?
Blizzard Entertainment, the role play. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Nah, but really, a sorely missed opportunity. Too bad. Too bad. It hurts because the game looks good, but doesn't deliver. And
unlike Domino's.
Domino's. Why, is that their slogan or something?
It used to be a thing. If it took more than 30 minutes to get your pizza, you would get it for free.
Yeah, I heard that. Hey Jay, how's it going? We were talking about the new Pokemon. The only joke was, I am greedy exploitative company CEO. Okay. Yeah, I know you were joking, obviously.
I want to make a joke, but I shouldn't. I might actually get you banned if I do.
Yeah, then don't. Jay, we were talking about the bridge Pokemon and how that's a little that's a troll, basically. I want to believe that is a troll, and Game Freak at this point it just has fun trolling people, because I find it extremely hard to believe that is that someone thought that legitimately that would be a successful idea for a Pokemon design. I find it very hard to believe. So, what do you think? Because I did not watch the trailer, honestly. I just saw the images.
That's why it was all new to me.
I just saw the images. Goofy. I'd say inappropriate. It just has nothing to do with Pokemon. Nothing, basically. But hey, I'm not the Pokemon company, so whatever. Again, I don't think anyone in that company thinks that it would. Anyone thought that was a good idea. If it's not a troll, there's got to be something wrong with their people's minds. I would like to understand that thought process. I don't get it.
I can't wait to get a shower.
What?
I'm sweaty and stinky. No, I don't need a shower after seeing the Pokemon images, but
of course. It's not that hot.
Don't get
How
Nemo
was yeah?
banned. Oh, it's BANNED, not banned like rubber band.
Yeah, it's
Don't get Nemo banned.
It's what was I saying? How was the tornado? Excuse me. It was a tornado yesterday.
It never touched ground, but there were reports that there were some forming.
Ooh. Winged. Hey, my mom eats children cold. Hello. Welcome back. How are you doing?
What's up?
The Pokemon formula co-op, but not too touching goofy. I have no idea about that. I was just, we were complaining or belittling and making fun of the new bridge design.
We were trashing it.
Yeah, we're trashing it. Let's be honest. Because it is trash. That's a trash idea. That's not a trash design. It's a trash idea. You cannot possibly fix something like that. You just throw it away because it is trash. It is bad. Let's add some membranes here because I like membranes. Like that. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. Trying to get this Venusaurus some love. See where we get. It's looking good so far. It's very similar to the original design, but it's okay. I'm gonna have to read, like, study. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they don't have to be. Why do they have to be pointy all the time? Let's give it squarish toenails.
Stubby.
Why not?
Stubby.
Stubby, yes. Stubby toenails.
Stubby nails.
Why not? Pokemon Design Randomizer. We did actually that in the past. We did it before.
I think he's saying that the designs now are like that, though.
Oh, the design.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's like they take a dartboard and they put all the little prompts on the dartboard and they just throw darts. Stapler,
yeah, but I mean, they could still
dragon,
put something that
bridge.
makes sense. Why do you put a bridge? That bridge doesn't make sense. I don't understand how it even got on the table as an idea. I don't understand.
The bridge, the original Mon was based off of a building, so there's an architecture thing.
So okay, so the guy who is I don't know who is in charge now to come up with, or the board, I guess, to come up with I guess the Pokemon company board, to come up with new ideas for Pokemon, and they literally had no ideas, and then someone stood up, went to the window and was looking out, and he's like, a bridge. Oh.
No, they're sitting at their desk working on the design and they say, oh, look, there's a stapler on my desk.
Or also, yeah. We can make this more interesting. That's probably what happened. So, 皆さん, how we can make it more interesting? And we're like, and someone's like, well, I have a stapler on my desk.
Look at this, it's frightening. And he starts snapping it like a jaw.
Like, oh. Yeah.
Scary stapler. It has metal bite.
Stapler. What's that? Oh yeah, that's a cool name.
Stapler.
How is that? What's a who? Wait a second. I forgot to write who. How do you write who in katakana? I forgot. You remember? How do you write who in katakana? Jesus. I can't remember. Oh, I can write it. I can write the other. No, this is Boo. Who is this?
Did you have a Gojira in your ear?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because Reap redeemed that, and I didn't hear it.
Well,
I guess I'm not listening to the stream.
Yeah, I don't see who redeems that. Welcome, Reap. What's up? We were talking about a few things. We talked about Final Fantasy 13, how linear it is. We were trying to play it, And then we examined a new Pokemon design that is kind of ludicrous and trolly from the Pokemon company. It's basically a bridge. It's literally just a bridge. And so we were wondering if the design process was literally someone looking out of the window. Because running out of ideas, looking out the window. Oh, look, it's a bridge. Hey, that could be a cool idea for a Pokemon. Well, you know, I was thinking the same before playing this game, but the problem is... Did you play Final Fantasy 13, by the way? Because I didn't notice when this problem when Jake was playing. But now that I am playing it, there is literally nothing to do. So you fight, you run, and then you watch a video, and then rinse and repeat. And there is literally nothing else to do right now. Like nothing else at all. There is no puzzle, there is no backtracking to any degree. So that's why it feels so much. It's not just the linearity of the structure of the places. It's that there is literally nothing else to do. So that's the main problem. There is nothing to do apart from walking forward. So it would have been the same problem if they had wider areas, but you had nothing to do in there. It would have been the same. So
yeah, there's nothing. There's really no interactivity. Everything just feels automated. There's no hub. There's really no world.
No world so far.
They're telling us that there's this great world with all this lore and whatnot, and yeah, it's just going to one area to another.
That's very sad. I'm disappointed at the moment. And don't worry, Saman. My wife doesn't watch my streams because they are boring.
Boring.
They're bowling. So
bowling.
They're bowling.
Squallow room.
I find that much more apt critique of 13 instead of just always similar. Yeah, that you can say that like to make fun of it. But the problem I'm having is that there is literally nothing else to do except watching videos, fighting in
Hallway Simulator is just like a succinct criticism of it.
Yeah, it's a bitter way to put it. You can say it like I wouldn't get offended. It's too bad. Like I'm sure it gets better when you because I've seen it when you go on polls, but so far it's like too long. It's like I've been playing 6 hours, 5-6 hours, I think, and there is nothing else to do, and it's getting like I was excited at the beginning. You go watch the stream last time. I was pretty excited because the presentation is great, and the story, as I said, is pretty okay, but it's becoming kind of difficult to push forward, you know, because there is really nothing to do. Yes, I'm married.
It's like dating a woman.
I have 2 kids. My mom eats children cold. Please don't eat them. They're not good to eat, and my boy is very skinny like me. So, maybe good for
I don't know. Like FF13 is kind of like dating a supermodel or something. It's like, man, this is really pretty, but there's like, it's just empty inside. There's nothing there.
Right. You might imagine how cool the world would be if the bridge Pokemon is hit with the fans. Which fans? Would you wait? I did not get this one. Okay, I legit did not get this one.
If the bridge Pokemon is hit with the fans?
What fans? Like groupies or fans?
No, he mean... Oh, no, I thought that literally. I thought he's throwing fans at a bridge. He means if the bridge Pokemon is a hit with the fans of the games.
A hit. Okay, a hit. that would be strange.
I read that wrong too. I thought, why would you throw fans at a bridge?
Right, I was not understanding that. Wait a second. Probably because I have a fan turn on here, and so I'm thinking about fans. You know, because it's hot. Not that hot though today. But yeah. Yes, I sound even less than 22-year-old, probably. I don't know. Although someone told me I sound old. Japanese people tell me that I look old. And indeed, I do look younger when I'm here because I'm not sick like a dog. I literally put photos like next to the other and I look like 10, 20 years older when I'm in Japan. I also have more hair when I'm here, to be honest. So...
you're not around Japanese people. Japanese people age pretty well in comparison to like Europeans, so you would probably look older amongst people that naturally look younger.
Yeah, I don't look
back where you're living.
I don't look my age. I look at least 10 years younger on average, except that I don't have as much hair. But...
I don't act my age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you look younger too?
No, I act younger than I am.
Oh, act. All right. Oh well. Wait a second. Is this correct? So yeah. Anyway, so that was the thing we were talking about, Reap, with Final Fantasy 13. I'm trying so much to like this game because it's very gorgeous. Visually, it's stunning. For a it was a PS3 game, so that's pretty good visually. And the sound, I like the music. I'm liking the music, but it's really hard for me to play. It's really hard for me to play.
The Steam version does a good job of upscaling the graphics. Actually, It looks really nice.
It looks great. I also applied some of the fixes to make it a little better, more constant frame rate and whatnot.
I was going to ask, are there like mods for things like that?
Yes. If you go to one of the main threads, you look for Final Fantasy 13 graphical improvements on Google. The first thread you find is probably that. I only applied the stability one. And I'm playing 1440p on an ultra wide. It's not really giving me any issues so far. It's not giving issues at all. So it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. So again, performance-wise, I cannot complain about it. I like the environments. The environments are nice to look at. But
they're nice to look at, yeah.
Nice to look at, but they're not interactive or interactable. And that's what kind of ruins the experience for me.
It was really fun that I got to run on a pipe, and then I ran on another pipe, and then I saw some crystals, and then there's a cutscene.
Yeah. I know, Reap, if you haven't played it and you have a chance, try to play it, because watching it is a completely different thing. For me, it was different. Like, it looked much more exciting when I watched it versus now that I'm playing it. Because I literally, I am finding myself just doing the same thing over and over and over and over. That's taking a toll. I'm not a guy who likes to repeat the same thing many times. A great
Japan
many
sucks
times.
the life out of Nemo. It's
Yes,
the Italian.
unfortunately.
It's like that machine in the Dark Crystal where they take people's life
I
force
gotta
and then
watch
drink
Dark
it.
Crystal. I gotta watch it. Oh, you played it? Okay, cool. I think 13 is best when you're playing with other people in the room, I guess. But that's kind of oh hey, Moopa Mups or Mappa Mups? Mappa Amups? Welcome.
Mups.
I said a macro, I was just hanging out. Yeah, but that's a failure for a game. A game should not be a background. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Goji. Mr. Goji. Thank you, Emperor Cheese. Wow, 8 people on Twitch today.
And 5 on YouTube.
Yes. Well, welcome.
I'm glad I joined.
Yes, because we can have an interesting conversation and interesting complaints. No, jokes apart. I feel like a game, like for me, a good game, like I liked God of War PS4 a lot. Yes. I liked God of War PS4 a lot. And that's still, for me, a good game is like a good book or a good movie. It's got to steal your attention. That's when I know it's going to take me. If it doesn't grab my attention, it's kind of a failure for the medium it is. That's going to be true for anything. I want to get lost in it. Huh?
We got a special guest. It's Angus. Angus, say hi.
Where?
Say hi.
Oh, Angus. Hello, doggy.
Should I make him mad?
Hello, doggy.
If I make him mad, he might say something.
No, don't make him mad. Otherwise,
hey. Do you want to take a bath? You want to get a bath? Let's get a bath. Come on, let's get a bath. You want a bath? You don't want a bath?
I heard him.
Come on, let's get a bath. Let's get a bath. Come on, let's get a bath. Come on, let's get a bath. You want a bath?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Chase's dog companion, Angus, who is also a wizard. Was he the wizard?
Redmond.
Oh, that's Redmond. Right. Oops. Sorry. Who's Angus? Who was Angus? Nobody.
No, Angus.
probably.
Angus is Redmond.
Oh, Angus is Redmond, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Do another Pokemon criticism video. Probably. Nemo, you've got to drop a design video. I'm sure you're not the only one who thinks those mons look like trash. Oh, there you go. They said the same thing. You said the same thing as Jay. At the same exact time. Look at that. 22, 20, 41. That's incredible. You dropped the same messages or the same topic for the message at the exact same time. 100%. I love 13, but looking back, it's definitely liking content. Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, Reap, I agree. Again, I like the atmosphere a lot. I hope to be able to enjoy it. Yes, his girlfriend is growling.
My girlfriend is not a dog. Jeez, that's mean. Now, I've had some bitchy girlfriends, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's get
What kind of dog is it? He's a Yorkie mixed with a Maltese and a Shih Tzu.
Yorkie.
But he's mostly Yorkie.
Yeah, he's very Yorkie-ish. I know because I drew him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got a
anyway.
great coat. I think his colors are beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's a cute dog. Apparently, pet portrait commission scams are a thing on Instagram now. I actually got some messages. I'm like, why do you write why do you write me? I'm not posting pet portraits. And then I figured I got two at the same time, so I'm like, yeah, that's a scam. Figured because they're very similar. And when I said no, she continued talking about the thing. Even if I said no, I don't do pet portraits, so it was clearly some sort of bot or something.
That's interesting. I think I follow someone on Instagram who actually does portraits of dogs and things like that. I wonder if that's a scam too.
There are around. So if you know someone who does those, tell them you have to be careful. Chase just had a major. My dad's not a phone, duh. My favorite Pokemon, my Charizard, the one I drew last week. No, I get Scizor, or Scizor is a good one. Mewtwo is also pretty cool. The old ones. Not the bridge Pokemon. Not the bridge. Not the bridge. Not the bridge to any stretch of the imagination.
Even though he's mixed, I'm curious to see if York a good dog environments. Well, yeah, they're petite little guys, so if you like smaller dogs, they're a good choice. They're very loyal and loving. I mean, there's it's kind of hard to pick a bad dog breed for families, except for maybe pit bulls or Rottweilers or things like that.
But maybe pit bulls are kind of difficult.
Oh my god! I'm sorry I mentioned that. I don't want to start a pit bull debate in the chat.
Okay, I got another one. This one is in Italian. What the hell? So I posted Charizard, and someone wrote me, "What do you think about earning money making posts for companies like Chanel or Gucci?"
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What the hell? Why? What's it to do with Charizard? Where are my messages?
I got a message from someone that was like, "Your account is really stylish. Would you like to do a sunglasses thing with us and post pictures of yourself wearing sunglasses?"
So here it is. In case anyone gets the same messages, just be careful. I think these are scammers. The name is Habib Akani, and the other is Sandra Kate. And they're pretty much the same, so I got them exactly at the same time. One says, "Hello, are you available for commission? I'd like you to draw a picture of my daughter's pet for her." And I'm like, "Hi, unfortunately, I don't really do pet portraits." And she goes, "I went through your page and I think I just fell in love with your artwork." Where do you see pet portraits on my Instagram? Or there isn't any. If I did post one, it was 10 years ago, and that's the only one I posted, or two. "I want you to draw 3 pictures of her pet, which have her name written, willing to pay you 500 if that's stiff." I'm like, I did not reply to this because I'm like, she's not even listening to me. So Like, why? I don't have, like, I'm gonna go back now. I don't think I have any portrait, because the only portraits I've done of pets were two. One was for a friend and one was for the guy I work with. Those are the only two pet portraits I've ever done. Just for friends, because they asked me. And I don't think the inks of the tigers are to be considered portraits, or the frog, or the inks. Honestly, because these are not portraits. So whatever. I think these are scams, so be careful. Be vigilant about it. Everybody. Be extra vigilant. Oh. Yep, end of the service.
Stay away from the summoner.
Stay away from the summoner.
Stay away from the scammer.
Stay away from these scams. Stay away. Could be a hype-allo as well. A hyper-allo.
Miss Yuna, I lost all my money to credit card scam.
Yeah, like no, not the credit card. The gift cards. The Google Play gift card scams. You know what I mean? Like the Target scams.
Miss Yuna, they called my house and said I lost Social Security, and I bought it.
Or she is. Okay, I don't know what this stuff is here. I'm gonna have to improvise some sort of something. I don't know.
And there's gonna be hype-allos that counteract the scammers. Like that one guy on YouTube who like trolls people that try to scam him.
Oh yeah, Kid Boga. But there are several, like more than one. The best one is the one that I think Kid Boga is one of the best ones. He does like old ladies impressions. He's so good. He's so good. Guys, Instagram and Twitter bots keep following me. I keep blocking them. On I get them on Reddit, like extremely not safe for work photos. Dude, I had a guy come into my store a week or so ago, literally falling for the gift card scam. Yeah. Oh, you refused and he got mad? Was he old? Why did he get mad? You just saved his money. Jesus, people. I like the fact that this Venusaur looks like it's got a
Are you still there?
Huh? What?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? What happened? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Maybe Chase can hear me.
Okay, everyone. Nemo's. I think his voice is going out. The symbiosis with the AI was going through. So I will entertain the chat for now until he comes back.
No, it's because I saved. It was uploading. Sorry. Can you hear me now? No, they can hear me.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back. Maybe it's on my end.
I don't know. I don't see any issue. I don't see any issue at all. I can check this. Yeah, you can. Okay, everything seems okay. I think Chase's earphones died. Or something like that.
Hello?
Can you hear me now? Probably not. Let me try to leave Discord and come back.
Me.
Can you hear me now? He doesn't hear me. Nope. Can you guys hear Chase? I guess yes. I don't know, everything seems fine on my end. My internet's working. So
can I be heard?
Can you guys hear Chase? Can you hear? Okay, yeah. Thank you, Saman. Appreciate. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, okay.
Chase, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Why, you weren't responding to me when I said, "Can you hear me?"
Yes. What? Because you said you could not hear me at some point, but I could hear you, and everyone else could. Okay. Okay.
No,
well,
I turned on the stream and listened, and you were coming off robotic on my stream, so I thought it was something on your end.
Oh. Did I? Oh yeah, it was just probably just a little glitch because I was uploading. I disabled it now. Sorry.
Okay.
You hear yourself? Cheese? That's strange. Because you're not on stream. That's very strange.
Yeah, and also you have no inner thoughts.
That's me. Poor Cheese. You're always bullying him. He's gonna come back as a ghoul to take revenge against us. Probably.
I'm back. I think he already is one.
Are you a ghoul, Emperor Cheese? Are you a ghoulie? Goalie? But yes, what were you talking about? I forgot.
I think we need to move on from FF13 and Pokemon.
No, we were talking about the scams. The scams. The Target, whatever scams. You hear yourself right now behind the screen. Are you hear yourself behind? Are you
talking to the stream at your house?
Yeah, he's yelling at he's getting mad at the stream.
You're letting your family know that you do have friends.
Well, my mom is actually surprised that I'm always like going out with friends now, because she was convinced that I did not have friends. Because in Japan I'm always home. But when I'm here, you know, I like today I ate with a friend of mine for lunch, and then on Sunday I'm going out with some friends too, Sunday evening. I keep getting invitations because it's like, you know, normal life. But I don't in Japan. And so she's like, "Oh, you actually have friends? This is strange." I'm like, "Yeah, you know." You know how it is.
I mean, I get it though. A lot of older people, like, I don't know how it is there, but here in America, like a lot of people that are older and married, they don't really have lots of friends.
Yeah.
Like they very rarely go out.
Yeah, it's true. Unless they go out as a family, probably, right?
That's basically it. We're talking like just people that you hang out with, like you go to, you know, just go have lunch with or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. So, oh well. I don't know. It's I guess it's kind of normal. In any case, I'm basically single here. I do not have family duties here, so I'm gonna find something to do. All right.
And why not Italian women?
Sure. Oh well. Well, because everyone in Japan is still reserved to ask to hang out. No, I did. We did go out as a family there, but it's just as a family, like not as an individual. Like you don't really have friends. You're not really friends with other adult people in Japan. It's kind of hard, I guess, here too. But I still have, you know, friends. The friend that I had when I was a good friend I had when I was going to school. So it's nice to catch up sometimes. Obviously, it's harder, like, if for some of them that have a family, they're a little more reserved, maybe. But this one is, like, we were very, very close. So I'm, like, a family member, basically. So it's like an extended family to a degree.
Well, geez, are you calling me a thirsty simp? That better not be the case.
A thirsty simp. That is kind of ludicrous to hear from Cheese.
It is.
Cheese, where are you
I'm about to call you some bad names, if that's the case.
No name calling, boys. No name calling, boys, please. We don't call names on this stream. Language.
Well, now it is. Oh, backtracking. Okay.
Oh god. All right. Bad things are about to happen here. Bad things are about to happen. Ouch. Hopefully I can finish. Can I finish this cleaning up? This cleaning up phase? Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm gonna have to add some details though. Wait, it's not like he's got dirt on you, on him. It's just that Cheese is always simping.
Yes.
He's always simping, like, all the time. So... always. So I don't see him legitimately saying something like that without being funny.
What? But Nemo is in Italy, and you know he and his wife are not together.
Yep.
How is me saying find a woman thirsty simping? Like what? I'm not telling Nemo to go on Instagram and be like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. Show Bob and Vagine." What?
That's what Cheese does.
Yes, that is what you do.
He's projecting. Oh god. You're always simping, Cheese. Come on. You're always simping. I can explain it to you anyway. You're always being extra nice when there is a woman in the chat. That is simping. To me, that's what I call simping. I don't know if other people call simping the same thing. That's what I call simping. And I think that's what it is. Is it not, Chase? Like being extremely attentive to...
I wouldn't say it's being extra nice. It's being extra nice to make them specifically like you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you're kind of like desperate. I see it as like white knighting. Like, my lady, I need to defend your honor, even though you'll never spit on me. That kind of thing.
That's kind of sipping, yes. I don't. Yes, you do that. You two turds are saying some interesting things. Oh, they are interesting for sure, because they're true.
It's one thing to be like nice to a woman, because you should just be nice generally, but it's another thing to be like, "Yes, ma'am, I'll be your footstool. You can step on me." That kind of thing. That's simping.
Oh man, where's this conversation going? I treat everyone equally. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, come on. Even you can't say that with a straight face.
The young artist, he's studying female anatomy on Instagram. No, he studies female anatomy from anime. Okay, enough. I'm treating him too bad.
Well, that actually is legit though, because he has been doing like 3D modeling of women, I think.
Yes. No, I was just trolling him now. That's a troll he only can understand. And I will stop. He's a good guy. I can't treat him too bad, or he's gonna turn on me.
This isn't a fair fight. I'm not on call. I wish I was now.
Well, I offered
if you came
before...
on call. If you came on
we
call,
have 20 minutes.
You'd say as well, just say what you want. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just do what you want.
Huh. We're kidding. Please don't get offended. But it's true that sometimes you do exaggerate your behavior.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do that. So if you call Chase a simper, or if you tell him he's simping, it's kind of strange, you know.
If I'm simping, I'm doing a bad job, because I say bad things about women all the time on stream.
Yep. So, anyway.
I don't turn into an ooh woo miss. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Oni-chan.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, Cheese. It's because you use a lot of kind of cutesy terms, That is also like simping. To me. That's girly, man.
You sometimes treat women like they're in an anime. That's the impression I get.
Yeah. You do that. You can't right now because you're eating. Let's go. Cheese is making 3D model waifus. I don't think. Are you making waifus? 3D modeling? No,
I don't think they're waifus. I think they're just normal women.
Or are they actually like women? Are you? I forgot. You said so. I forgot. I'm gonna ask.
Jesus desperately defending his reputation.
This stream took a strange turn.
Hey, if you get mad, you're the one who called me a thirsty simp. You started this. I said nothing to start
look
this.
Look at the fights. We're having a live right? Look at those.
Coming around the corner is Chase, and he's passing by Cheese.
Are you the blue corner, or are you who's the blue corner? Who's the red corner? I'm the blue corner. We need the Pokemon Stadium speaker. Announce this.
Well, Cheese is clearly blue pilled. I'm red pilled, so that's probably how it works.
I was told a couple days ago that there was a guy who thinks red-pilled... Something about red-pilled people. I don't know what it was. I forgot. He was criticizing red-pilled people. The guy I work with.
Okay.
I don't know what it was about, honestly. I don't know. 2-on-1, real fair. It's not 2-on-1. It's not 2-on-1. I am the arbiter of truth. Call me Petronius. If you know what I'm referring to.
Fabionius.
I am Petronius, the arbiter. No.
No, you're Portaonius.
I mean, you could say that. You could. Oh, by the way, did I mention yesterday? Yes, I did. I did mention this, but I want to say it again. I want to say it before the stream ends. Sorry if I interrupted you.
No, Cheese. He just says it takes a long to sculpt the beautiful face. When it's ready, it'll show. Long what? It takes a long to sculpt.
Can't say. So I am selling these. First, I'm giving away my brushes for free. Like, I don't care, just use, abuse. And I am selling for less than $1.99 all of the sources of the latest things that I have made. So if you guys are interested, check them out. I'm gonna put the resources here from now on. So if you want to get the PSD or something, you can get it here. It's like 99 cents, less than a coffee. So that would help a lot, supporting the channel and enabling me to just keep doing these things for basically free. So I hope it's useful for somebody at least, and it's fun for me. So thank you very much for your attention. Yes, that was my promotional messages by myself. Sorry for the interruption. Ad break is over.
Okay. Vicanaut's coming soon, everybody.
When?
In the next couple of years.
That's not soon.
ETA to be determined. Price, I'm thinking like $10 would be a good price.
Well, you don't know what the inflation is going to be, so wait, don't say it. You could have
it'll be anywhere between $10 and $50.
20% inflation.
So plan accordingly.
Yeah, start saving now, please. Start saving. You know what? I'm gonna add so those like pieces of whatever that I put on the Nepin plant.
Oh yeah, how's the baby one doing?
It's doing well. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, I think. So today, because I had a longer not longer session, I had more time to work today because I didn't go to the gym. I don't go on Tuesday, And so I worked on another project because I had to start some designs. So I need a little more time to carburate my mind when I design something. And so I did that today. I only did that for 3 hours. So tomorrow I'm going to finish that. Probably while watching.
Go to the gym on Tuesdays, you potato couch. You should go every day.
No, I don't. Because if I go every day, I gotta eat even more calories. I can't do that. No, I need a rest day. I absolutely need. I tried doing every day. It's too much for me. I need a rest day in between. I'm very slow at recovering.
Just go to the gym and eat cookies after.
Not enough. In fact, I'm actually gonna eat some. I ate some yesterday after finishing the stream. I'm gonna have to do it today too. But today is different because I got a burger at lunch and a lot of fries, so I was not really hungry for dinner, and so I didn't eat much. What I have to eat now? I'm gonna have to eat now.
Did you eat French fries or Freedom fries?
Freedom fries. I know Burger King. I guess it's American.
Did you know that was a thing in America?
It was? Like they called them Freedom fries?
After 9/11 happened, they changed the name from French fries to Freedom fries to show patriotism.
Wow, that's dedication. That's dedication. That's dedication. Dedication.
That's what you're on right now. Your kids are like, "Where's Daddy?" He's on dedication.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, my son, speaking of cookies, my son asked me today, "Hey, please come back to make cookies for me." I'm like, okay. Is it like your mom should make cookies for you? Well, I guess nobody wants to make cookies with that kind of heat, though. Understandably, I would probably not make cookies now either if I were there. I'm pretty good at making cookies. I make some pretty decent cookies, chocolate chip cookies and whatnot. Not American style though, like different or like Italian style cookies.
I love homemade cookies. Cooking them in the oven and bringing them out. That's the best kind of cookie.
Oh yeah, they're great. Everyday Dill generate his muscles. You need a rest day in between. Well, it depends. You only need a rest day. First, you can do conditioning. I know of a guy. I don't know him personally, but I know of a guy who trains like a demon every single day. But he's gotta need massage and recovery, specifically like physiotherapy every day to be able to do that. Because otherwise it's impossible, like you say. But you can do it if you train different muscles. So if you do extremely specific isolation exercises, yeah, you can do that. But it's not easy to do. Because a lot of muscle, like you do squats, you cannot do squats basically every day. You can't. And still grow. Because it's a compound exercise. So you likely get injured at some point. I could simply not do squats. Squat kind of hurt me. My bum, my butt is not made for squats, I guess. But pretty much everything else I do. And I do full body workouts 3 days a week. So it's pretty good. It's enough. If you do full body, you should not probably do more than 3 days.
I don't know. You're pretty skinny, and I think your arms and legs are pretty skinny, right?
Yes.
So it's probably a little difficult for you to do squats. Squats are a lot easier for people that are just naturally more bulky, like me.
I guess, yeah.
For people that are people who are a little more thin.
Oh, but that's not the problem. No, that's not the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do squats. I did squats for a while, but they cause problems.
Yes. That's what
they
I mean.
cause one specific problem that's really annoying, and it can get pretty serious actually if you do not treat it properly. So that's also disgusting to mention, but it's something you really don't want. So.
Oh, I know. I've seen videos of it.
You know, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Wait, I don't know if we mean the same thing, but maybe. Let's say how can I put it? Let's say that doing squats is extremely straining for your Oh, hey, Fashazard or Hazard. Hazard probably. It's extremely straining for the lower colon, and
that's what I'm talking about. It can cause some excretions.
Yes, it can cause tearing.
Yes,
let's call it tearing, and that is bad. Trust me, it is bad. That's why I don't do squats anymore. It is pretty bad, especially if you go up in weight. I went up when I was doing squats. I went up to over my weight. I was like a 70 something kilograms. I can do them. I can do them now, because I can do the press. So it's similar, but it's very not healthy. For me, at least, for my build, not healthy. And I don't want to risk that. That's really too much. It's too bad of a problem to want to risk it. Just fish is fine, okay. Nemo, doesn't matter what muscles you're working, because you work out every day changes your hormonal balance, or at least that's what my trainer told me. I don't know about that. I actually watched. Yeah, Chase, go ahead.
It depends on what you mean. You don't want to do the same workouts every day, because then you're going to get less out of it. You should actually vary up the different workouts.
Look up look up Angryu Huberman. Angryu Huberman. You look up the episodes of the Huberman Lab podcast where he's got Andy Galpin, Professor Andy Galpin, as a guest, and that explains a lot of things about biology, physiology, and of training and stuff like that. So he said it's fine to work out every day if done properly. Also, it is fundamental to work out every day if you do skill training. If you do skill training, you do a light workout every day. It's much better than doing it every other day. But that's different because you're working on skills. Like if you do jujitsu, you gotta do it every day if you want to be top, because it's gotta become second nature to you. Lifts are just lifting. So once you learn the lift, it's like going, on a bike. You might lose form if you increase the weight, but it's pretty simple to do. It's a pretty simple thing. Skill is different, so maybe that's what he meant. Who knows? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not an expert, so that I'm just saying what I heard from experts. So take it with a grain of salt. You probably want to just look up what they say about that. But how are you doing, Fish? Thank you for following, by the way, on Twitch. I saw it the other day.
4 more followers to the goal.
Yes. 4 followers.
Tell your family members to join the stream.
Oh yeah, if you got a sister or a brother or a cousin, especially a sister. Hello.
I won't repeat the joke I've made twice before.
Don't. I was doing power and bodybuilding. Yeah, again, it depends. Like, you can do it not every day. You still need probably 1 day off, but you can do 5-6 days if you do isolation exercises. You do. Technically, you should train every single muscle. The best way you can train muscles is to train a muscle group twice a week, minimum twice a week, to get the best bulk. If you're bulking, the best volume out of training. This is according to Andy Galpin, just mentioning. So twice a week, and try to do maximum contraction and maximum extension exercises. So exercises that are pulling and pushing on the same muscle group, basically. It kind of like that, simplifying, but that's not what he said exactly. But I'm bad at explaining. So you can do it. You can do like push pull legs, basically 6 days a week, and that should be fine because you do push pull legs. Obviously, some muscles are gonna Like if I do that, I can't. Like for my build, for my current build, I don't think I can do it. It's too much. But if you are beefy, if you're a beefcake and you are experienced, you probably get away with something like that. Also because they can be shorter if you do PPL. So will they make me big and strong? It worked. Nice. That never works for me. Unfortunately. So glad it worked for you though. I could get a trainer here, not in Japan. It's more rare, but here at the gym, like the gym where I go, they do have trainers. I just don't want to spend the extra money, honestly, because it's in any case, it's much more what you eat than it is what you do in the gym. Yeah. As long as you cause damage to the muscle, and it's got to repair itself. It's got to repair itself bigger. If you cause enough damage, then it's much more about eating, right? Really,
you'll never out-exercise a bad diet.
Yeah, you cannot compensate a bad diet with a lot of good exercise. That's impossible. That's why I'm keeping a log of how much I eat, at least trying to hit those 2,500 calories a day minimum, because otherwise I'm not going to get bigger. So it's annoying. It sucks, especially if you have to eat more rather than less, because you feel nauseous when you eat a lot, or I do at least. So it's not great. You have to do that, but it's healthy. It's still healthy to, you know, go to the gym and do your training. From 62, that's more or less what I weigh. Do 70 plus in 5 months. Oh, they, right. That, trust me, I think eating is what did the most thing. It's what did the most thing, really. But how old were you? That's also a thing. Like, it depends on how old you are, because the younger you are, even if you technically consume a little more calories in your 20s than your 30s, you're much more apt to becoming bigger and stronger faster in your 20s than you're in your 30s. So if like now I have to make twice the effort to do the same thing that I would get when I was 26, say. So it sucks, but that's how it works. But in the end, it's whatever works for you, obviously. And for me, not much works because I burn a lot. I use a lot of brains. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this a little better. The epidermis. You still there, Chase? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You were just silent. I didn't know if you.
Well, you were talking.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to be very polite and let you finish your thoughts.
Oh, 17 to 18, yeah. It's very easy to, because it's not set. You're in the growth phase until you're 25, more or less. Your bones can still grow as well. So it's very easy. And I regret not doing it before. Like, I started training when I was 23 or something. Anyway, I was not very serious about it. I didn't know that I had to eat a lot more because I was not tracking my calories. Nobody told me that. And so once your metabolism is set on staying on a particular body size, it's really hard to change. You gotta eat a lot or a lot less, because that's what your body is used to. So it's not easy to morph your physiology at that point after a certain age of mythology. Good game. Good old game. Anyway.
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires.
Jesus' favorite game.
I was about to say that.
Well, two.
Yeah, I might add some small details to this tomorrow, but we're basically kind of done here. I think it's looking pretty good. Might need extra leaf there. Yeah, this is a good a good Venusaur, I think. You guys let me know what you think. I'm gonna have to morph it ever so slightly to fix a few things tomorrow, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Yeah. So, thanks everybody for being here with me. Thank you, Chase, as always, for joining and making the conversation wholesome. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with this, and tomorrow is Wednesday, so we might do tomorrow, and then I might do a dragon. We'll see, because I'm liking this, so this is better than Garchomp. Good night, good day, good afternoon, whatever, morning to you, everybody, and I will talk to you tomorrow.